The meeting of the ANC's National Executive Committee, scheduled for Saturday to next Monday, has been postponed. In a statement, the ANC's Deputy Secretary General Jessie Duarte says the party arrived at this decision ahead of the situation currently developing in KwaZulu-Natal. The party adds that national officials were also mindful of the need to give clear and principled leadership to ensure the maintenance of the rule of law and to avoid any violence, injury or loss of life. A new date for the NEC meeting is yet to be confirmed. Duarte says NEC members will be deployed to KwaZulu-Natal and will work with the provincial leadership in this regard. This afternoon, supporters of former President Jacob Zuma, including members of uMkhonto Sizwe Military Veterans Association, continued camping outside his Nkandla residence. The former president has until Sunday to hand himself over to the police to start his 15-month prison sentence for contempt of the Constitutional Court. Let's speak now to our reporter uMkhonto, who is in Nkandla. Ayanda, what is the latest since we last spoke? We saw scores of people had gathered there. And being mindful of the fact that it's almost 9 p.m., the start of curfew, is the situation still the same?
A very good evening to you, Tepiso, and good evening to our viewers once again. Well, no, Tepiso, the numbers are starting to decrease as the crowds that had gathered outside the home of the former president are now slowly leaving in smaller groups. So if I look at the time now, it's around 7 p.m., around 9 p.m., which of course is the cutoff for the curfew. I understand that the numbers should have significantly dropped, or in fact a lot of people that would have all have left, leaving of course the members of uMkhonto Sizwe Military Veterans, who of course stay over as they are camped outside the home of the former president. Of course, many of the people that have come out here, particularly today, Tepiso, was a large group that had come from the Mpumalanga province, and we are told that they are going to be leaving KwaZulu-Natal and are going to then return on Sunday. The others, ANC members that have come out here, are also coming from areas outside of Nkandla, and so they will then be returning. Others will be sleeping over in nearby towns, and they have said that they will then return to the home of the former president tomorrow morning. So as it stands, it looks like by 9 p.m. a lot of the people that were here would have left. Tepiso?
And talk to us about when the ANC leadership is expected to be in Nkandla, as per the statement that I just mentioned a short while ago.
Yes, and a follow-up to that statement, Tepiso, we also received another communique which came from the Deputy Secretary of the ANC, Jessie Duarte, in which she names the ANC NEC deployees to KwaZulu-Natal, namely Nkosazana Dlamini Zuma, Lindiwe Sisulu, Bheki Cele, Jeff Khadebe, Tony Yangeni, just to name a few of the leaders or the NEC leaders that have been deployed to come and work with the leaders of the ANC in KwaZulu-Natal, the Secretary Mtumseni Ntuli and the Chairperson Sihle Zigalala, as well as the Provincial Executive Committee members. From the communique which I have, Tepiso, it reads that the PEC meeting is going to take place today, Friday the 2nd of July, and the meeting is going to be a virtual meeting. It does not state the time of when that meeting was supposed to take place, but one understood that it's likely going ahead as we speak, as it was possibly going to be an afternoon meeting. It doesn't say when the ANC leaders are then going to come or arrive in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. One can only speculate that possibly from tomorrow, after today's virtual meeting, whereby the leaders of the ANC in the province were then going to brief the NEC deployees in terms of what the situation was like on the ground here in the province of KwaZulu-Natal. Where we were earlier on, during the day. We're just looking at the numbers of the people that were there. We were looking out for some of the leaders of the ANC who had possibly been there just to observe the situation, so that when they compiled their report to the NEC, didn't see or pick up anyone that we recognize or knew from the PEC. But of course, there were some leaders of the ANC from the eThekwini region that were there, the religious leaders as well. We are told that those that were there have also been in communication with the PEC of the ANC as it compiles its report that it was then going to be delivering to the National Executive Committee members. Tsepiso?
Thank you, Ayanda. Ayanda uMkhonto, our reporter live from Nkandla, saying that the numbers of people who gathered there is starting to peter out, that people are leaving an observance with the 9 p.m. curfew. So we will, of course, keep you up to date on developments there.